however long ago this was, let's say it was like post World War II, and they were just like, we're gonna spend $1 million on infrastructure.
What? Right?
You know what I mean?
$1 million? Where's
Yeah.
that going to come from?
How are we ever gonna get that? There's gonna be $1 billion worth of debt over the next 20 years. How could we ever climb our way out of that?
We're
And now they're
talking
just
trillions now.
Ukraine, how much money do you guys need? 20 billion? Why don't we do 25? Just because sending the money's a little expensive, I might as well just send it out now, and then that way, we can catch up with it later, right?
A couple of things happened in the last couple of days that I'd like your opinion on.
Tell me.
I wonder
I won't
which
share it with
way
anybody.
this will move the real estate market. So two things happened this week that I think are fairly important. One, they announced the new housing minister, who apparently doesn't seem to think that prices need to go down as part of the solution. It's just make more affordable housing, which is like, I don't know how he came up with this. It's earth shattering
government,
right? Like this is mind blowing ideas here.
Yeah.
Right. More affordable housing to stabilize the market, which has never been tried before and never been promised before. This is a first. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but we got that guy who, I don't know what he did before housing minister. He was something. He was already in the cabinet because it's the exact same government. But the other thing that happened is, and I don't know if this is inflationary or what, but it seems to me that we've gone from 2015, where the Liberal government promised that the budget would balance itself, TK, to now we are not even going to have a budget. How that's got to be good for real estate prices, no? Like, don't those two things sound like positive?
What's a budget anyways? You know what I mean? Like, money is just like, they just create money whenever they need it. Like, there's really no sense of them really doing anything whatsoever. And that budget,
nothing burger.
as they inflate, right? As they inflate the heck out of our currency and they devalue it, like, continuously over the next 20 years, they're going to be paying off that debt with future dollars. And so for them, it means absolutely nothing.
It means absolutely
imagine
nothing.
Imagine what the conversations were like back however long ago this was. Let's say it was like post World War II, and they were just like, we're gonna spend $1 million on infrastructure.
Right?
You know what I mean?
$1 million? Where's that gonna come from?
How are we ever going to get that? There's going to be $1 billion worth of debt over the next 20 years. How could we ever climb our way out of that?
We're talking trillions now.
Ukraine, how much money do you guys need? 20 billion? Why don't we do 25? Just because sending the money's a little expensive, I might as well just send it out now, and then that way, we can catch up with it later, right?
Yeah.
So
we'll let you guys figure out what to do with it.
$1 trillion 50 years from now is not going to be a big deal. They're just gonna be like, just give him $1 trillion, pass
send them $1 trillion.
Where do we get the trillion from? I don't know. Like,
what's the difference?
That fund, we got the development charge fund, we got the Section 37 funds, we got the provincial taxes, we got the housing accelerator fund. All of them have $1 trillion in it. You choose.
Pick one. Pick a trillion.
Yeah.
Right.
Our Bitcoin is going to be worth.
So this is not going to be a good thing for real estate prices. This will make no difference. The fact that our leader has decided we don't need. Okay. So let's take a project, for example. Okay. That, you want to try and make, we want the project to be successful, don't we? At the onset, the idea is for it to be successful.
Yes.
For it to be successful means certain things to certain people. Most of which is making money, right?
People, money.
Right. So if you have a budget, right? And I actually wrote something about this over the last couple of days in my Substack, TK, not to plug my Substack, but a budget is not a completely real thing. It's a target, right? It's an ideal. It's an idea. It's a hopeful thing, right? It's a living, breathing, fluid.
It's a guide.
It's a guide.
So you know how much over budget or under budget you are at any moment in time. That's all it is.
So like some days you can feel really good about yourself that you kind of beat that budget line and you feel like a superstar. And other days you can feel like a total piece of shit because you got to explain to everybody why you were so wrong on this budget item. Right. And find a good way to, weave those together so that you come out and you look okay. But the point of what I'm saying is that if I didn't have the budget at all and I didn't have that anxiety of looking good and feeling good and doing what I said I would do or something within acceptable parameters, um, it could be very easy to just say, "Oh yeah, sure, I would love that." For sure, put a sauna in every unit. Like,
Hmm.
right? Who
Yeah.
cares if we have to redo all of the plumbing in the building now? I like this idea,
Yeah.
right? You can't do stuff
It
like that.
slaps you in the face a little bit and says, "Hey,
No.
Daryl, don't forget the budget."
Yeah, remember the
Okay.
budget. But
Okay.
so, I mean, imagine having control of a country and you didn't have that barometer that said, you're too far off the track, bro. What are you doing? We're gonna go
We're
bankrupt.
fixing things. Why would
Yeah,
anyone have the expectation that the same government was going to come in and fix anything? Like, who whose
who are
idea
these
was that?
people?
Like, who would have said
Hmm.
having the same liberal government is going to fix housing prices? Like, that's not the like we're getting the exact same government that we've always had. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with how people voted. People can vote however they want.
Yeah,
So,
they're
therefore, anybody who
idiots
did
though.
vote for that got the same they were obviously happy with the government the way it was, so they voted for them again. It's a democracy. Like I'm not here to, make this a big deal. But the bottom line is their expectations should be in line with the same policies that the government has been leading the country for the last decade. That's just what it is.